Reeds. Sands Holiday Park sprawling out behind us here in Speeton. There's a path that leads up to the church on the back there. It's maybe about 4 miles in length. We've actually got 7 survey areas in this back. So my job with the Reed Conservation Society, I'm the volunteer.
Where are we?
Yeah, manage the northeast of England, so I pretty much manage from North Lincolnshire to Scotland, which is quite a big area, but I've got about 1,000 volunteers that help me with that. So they'll help me with education in primary schools, fundraising, tidal survey efforts, climate change and seaweed. One of the biggest outlets is marine pollution. So what we're here to do today is take part in a programme called Beach Watch. So Beach Watch is the UK's largest beach cleaning programme where we record litter. So it's not just your average beach cleaner, there's citizen science involved. We're going to quantify and tabulate things, and that's how we get some of the legislation passed. So in Yorkshire itself, I've got around 81 beaches that are adopted, East Riding and North Yorkshire, and each one of those beaches we try to systematically clean them and survey them, ideally 4 times a year, spring, summer, autumn, winter, but we always go for the definite one we always do is the autumn one. And the reason why the autumn one's the most important one is it coincides with the global clean-up that happens around the world. So not only is the data comparable from here to Devon or from here to Edinburgh, it's also comparable with Germany, Jamaica and other places as well. So you'll always find the 3rd week of September that flat out I'm asking everyone to get out of the beaches and try and do a survey for me and get data in. So what we're doing today is we're doing a spring clean, which I haven't done here, that's my sort of quarterly window, the spring one on Beaches Sands, which I haven't done this year. Last time I was here was October, I think, or something like that. So that's the idea of what Beach Watch is. So the reason why we're here today, guys, is obviously we have a huge problem with marine litter. Marine litter is generally going up in the UK. Sometimes it drops, but the general trend is an upward trend. We've been doing beach cleans in the UK since 1994. So on some of the beaches, we've got 25 years worth of data, literally tracking it, so we can see what are the problem items, what are the problem behaviours, which manufacturing industries we need to try and counteract. And one thing is we've always seen is a rise in plastics. Plastics make up normally around 80 to 85% of what I find on the Yorkshire strandline and sea beats, and nearly everything's plastic based. When it comes to the interactions with wildlife in the environment here, like the North Sea behind us, we've got 2 main interactions. Both are obviously negative. One is entanglements and one is ingestion. The slight benefit of entanglements is you can see the animal is obviously restrained in something, and you can try and catch the animal, you can try and intervene and help the animal. You can call the RSPCA, British Divers Marine Life Rescue, and you can try to save that animal. So while it's aesthetically very awful to see and distressing to see, it's a chance you can turn this situation around. Entanglements are on the rise on the North East Coast, so I'm one of the senior medics here at the British Divers Marine Life Rescue, so I've done 9 entanglements on level 3 just on the Yorkshire coast this year, 9 seals that have been entangled. That's a mixture of monofilament line, strapping bands, commercial nets, harpoon dog frisbees, pretty much everything this year I've had so far, and we're still monitoring another 4 seals at the moment in the area that are entangled, so I've got volunteers out there pretty much every day scanning looking for these individuals. So seals are very, very inquisitive, as are our cetaceans. Now, bottlenose dolphins last week, passing through Whitby and Scarborough places, down to Flamborough. They'll always go up and check out things in the water, investigate them, often to their detriment. They get wrapped up, they can't back out of these items, and then as they continue to grow, plastic just doesn't give and it causes horrible lacerations and ligature marks to the animals, inflicting these horrible wounds here. So this is a sub-adult female grey seal. You can see there she's come a cropper actually from the dog's frisbee. This is monofilament line wrapped around a seabird, and obviously to our side here we've got 350,000 seabirds nesting currently in the largest onshore colony in the UK. So we've got puffins, guillemots, shags, gannets, cormorants, amazing things going on there, but anything floating or on the shoreline is a risk to these animals. So moving past entanglements, we've got ingestion, and ingestion is what we call the silent killer. Ingestion is really, really difficult because aesthetically on the outside the animal could look fine. It could have the right fur covering, the right feathers, it could look quite plump even. Yet it's not until the animal dies and we do a post-mortem or necropsy on the animal we find out what's going on inside. And quite often on the inside we find that they consume plastics and they're mistaking their prey source with plastics, and then it's obviously to their detriment again. Some of the ones I've worked with, this is a leatherback turtle, so this is when I was working up in Scotland, so this is up in Berwick, so again North East Coast. We get 7 species of turtle in the world, and out of those 7 species, 5 have been recorded in UK waters before. Most of them get pushed here by storms and it's just too cold for them, so they get rescued and taken to an aquaria and released back in the Canary Islands or in However, the leatherback turtle is a cold water turtle. It can go right from literally go all over. And it's an amazing species. It's been around for 100 million years, and it's pretty much very prehistoric looking, not like the other turtles. It can be up to 3 meters in size, weigh nearly a ton, and it hasn't changed. The downside with this turtle is it's got very bad eyesight. Being around for 100 million years, it's been eating gelatinous prey, so things like jellyfish and squid and stuff like that. In the 1960s, we invented plastics, particularly single-use plastics like carrier bags, polyethylene bags. Those float in the water just like jellyfish. So these will consume the plastic bags, often to their detriment. They'll block up their stomach. Just going slightly up top a little bit, to really highlight the issue is our orca in the UK, our killer whales. We only have one pod of orca in the UK, and they're called the 27s pod. They generally sit around Orkney and Shetland. We were actually off Aberdeen yesterday, so occasionally they come down the sides a little bit down to Ireland. That pod, our only pod of orca, is actually infertile, and they haven't had a calf for many, many years. And when they'd done a test on one of the dead ones that washed up, they found out that the thyroid and the womb and everything was messed up from the plastics that were leaching off into them. So we will probably lose our only pod of killer whales in the UK because of plastic pollution. So again, when we're trying to get these stories out there, we're not trying to dramatise it. It is happening. It's really, really negative. Our fulmars, this is actually a tern species. Our fulmars, which are one of the birds we might see off the coast today, the average amount of plastics in a North Sea fulmar is 26. So they have quite a lot of plastics where they're scavenging from the surface and just taking things that they think might be fish eggs or roe, and actually they are nurdles and plastics and things like that. Across some nurdles. Have you guys heard of nurdles before?
Yeah.
They're nice. They make them into these 3 to 5 millimetre pellets and they send on to the factories. So these can literally be moulded into an iPhone, dashboard in your car, or raw products. Same 100 metres on each stretch of beach. So once you get to know your stretch of beach, you'll know, for example, I started on the bench and I'll finish by the spiky tree, or you'll get to know where your patch is. That way, everything that we get from today is comparable to when I was last here. So I can see are things increasing or decreasing. What's the problem with this beach? Is it sewage-related debris? Is it dog poo bags, lazy dog walkers? You can start to figure out what the problems are. On the beach, it's your standard beach in Yorkshire. I picked a receding tide at the moment, so we shouldn't have problems with any rogue waves. We generally always do a beach clean on a falling tide, so you haven't got to worry about being chased up the beach, getting caught around a headland and walking over the mud or anything dramatic. Try and do it on a falling tide. You can look up tide times on the MSS website just by clicking on the link. Down here, access to the beach is steps and a slope. Again, just walk slowly, nice and easily. On the beach itself, we don't want to go too much onto the mud. The mud does erode here a bit, so again, I don't want any wellies suctioned off or anything like that, no drama. probably take some pictures just for our records, gender and stuff like that. But there's no sign of foul play here, basically, that I can see. So if you were looking for any sign of foul play, normally around the sort of tail flips here, you might see lines. Maybe it's got caught in a creel pot which dragged something and been trying to forage. Again, around here you might see scarring round here. Around the head end, you could see cross hatching. If it's been caught in a bycatch net and then like, oh shit, you've caught a dolphin or a porpoise, and they throw it out the net, then you might know from that cross hatching. So it looks like a trellis fence sort of thing on its face. But I can't see anything that indicates there's any foul play here on this. Sometimes you'll see rake marks of teeth, normally about 5 millimetres apart, because dolphins often bully porpoises. But I can't see anything bad here, so I don't know why it's died. Okay, but it's nothing to do with litter. So on my form I just write one dead porpoise, not entangled. That's what I write on my form. And we'd leave that to rot away. Never really touch cetaceans because they can carry zoonotic diseases and stuff like that as well. So again, you can tell the council about it, and in theory it's the council's responsibility to uplift from a tourist beach. I'll give you £100 if you get the council down here to collect this today.
We don't sell
Yeah. If it's right by the slipway, if it's right on the slipway on the promenade and the kids delving into it, doing Play-Doh, they might remove it. This here is just sad to see, but still a magnificent animal to see. So this is a harbour porpoise. Okay, so our survey area, the reason why I know the survey area starts on this beach is because I've got these posts in the sand here, and those ones haven't moved. You see these posts in these concrete bits of sea defence. So my 100 metres starts there and spans this way. We'll pretty much go just past where this mud cart's coming out in front of us. I know this area because this is my beach. If this was your area, I can give you a 30-metre tape measure and you can measure it out. Once you know it the first time, you pick your feature and you know where you're going to. You can also pace it out as well. Okay, but we're basically doing 100 metres along this one here. The strand line, remember, is where the seaweed's gathered. So my last strand line, this is my dry strand line. This is quite a while ago. Very, very dry. It's not washed up here on a big tide. My last strand line here, you can see the wet seaweed that's still damp to the touch. So my strand line is sort of this width by 100 metres, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is me and Neve are going to glove up, and then we are going to literally start combing around here, bagging stuff and shouting stuff out to you. And then if you guys go with Neve, is that alright?
Yeah.
Tom and Michelle.
Tom and Michelle, that's easy.
Tom and Michelle.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we're going to shout stuff out to you, we're going to take our time with it, we're going to help you populate these. That's the plan for today. Only one of you wants to write down dead porpoise, I don't know who it is. One of you writes down dead porpoise, not entangled.
Yeah. Where do we write that? Tom and Michelle. Yeah.
You forgot already.
Already.
Tom and Michelle, here we
Yeah.
go. So I have string and cord under a centimetre, so if you both record one, so you can have a look for it. So that will go under plastic polystyrene. String would be halfway down because alphabetical order. I haven't looked at these in a while. They're at the bottom here, and then it's under 1 centimetre thickness basically. So if you both record one of those. Yeah. And you've done it. Under a centimetre thickness. Sorry, 0 to 1 centimetre thickness. So that's basically just how thick it is. Then a balloon string, basically. So just the way that is. So if you go, balloons go under rubber, and it just goes with string as well. So Michelle, if you want to do that. One of the biggest seabirds we have.
Oh wow.
There.
Make it out there.
You guys
inside.
get the gannet? Yeah, I used to go
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've seen them up so close and they just don't care. Back to small, Beaches
This goes off to DEFRA, and we're contracted by the government to prove what's going on shore. So I don't want to over-record and embellish things, but I don't want to under-record either. So this is only for people if it floats your boat. If it doesn't float your boat, be totally honest with me, and that's fine. You can just tag along and help the beach cleans rather than doing the actual organising part. This is only if you want to be a surveyor, you want to have a username and password, adopt your own stretch 100 metres, and then if you want to,
Yeah, we do.
I will give you the bits, and I will be in contact the next week or so to tell you what's in your area that we can do a hand with.
I'll get a bag now. Yeah.
icy like it is.
I can't believe it. I'm getting it on camera because I just don't believe you got a gaff meat.
Have you done this before then?
No. But we're always, whenever we go out walking all the time, we're always picking rubbish up
Yeah.
anyway. So we just said, oh, let's do it official.
Yeah.